Hey Gemini, how are we today? It's the last week of September, so we're going to have a look forwards at the next month. So we're looking at October 2023 for our weekly readings. Okay, so this week I am using, firstly, the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. We will be looking at the main component today with the Dream Lenormand. And then I also do have those new Oracle cards, the Soul Connections, When Two Hearts Meet Love Oracle cards as well. Okay, so obviously I did let everybody know during the All Signs readings that I do have a very busy few weeks ahead. I'm moving house at the moment. So, you know, I'm trying my best to make sure I do have the videos up and ready for everyone, but there may be some sort of delays in the next few weeks. Okay, so I am very sorry about that if that it does affect the channel at all. But obviously we all have times of our lives where things do get a bit out of control, and I'm already very, very sore from carrying a lot of things up and down stairs. So that has been super fun. But hopefully I will be getting some help later in the week. So, hopefully we'll be able to still sort of stick to our regular schedule in the next week or so. Just some delays, okay? Obviously, yeah, having some difficulty with, the upload times and that sort of thing as well. Okay, but having a look at what's going on for you during October. Gemini, what's going on for Gemini in October, please? October 2023 for our Geminis. Okay, so firstly, we do have the Evil Queen card there. That does say you deserve sugar, not salt. Okay, so don't be salty, Gemini. Don't be salty in October. Using sugar. What's that saying? You catch more flies with honey than anything else. So putting that sweet Gemini exterior on, being very sweet. Receiving sweetness and accepting sweetness into your life as well. So you deserve sugar, not salt. All right. And we also do have the clover energy. Okay. So that does say release your guilt. So if there's any guilt that you are holding on to, October looking like a fantastic month for you to be releasing those guilts, okay, asking for forgiveness from yourself, those sorts of things. But we'll have a look, a little bit of a look here. I do like to spread the monthly readings up, by start, middle, and then end. So we'll have a bit of a look at what's going on for you this month. What does Gemini need to know for the month of October? What does Gemini need to know for the month of October, please? Okay. Some further details for Gemini about the month of October. Any important messages for Gemini for the month of October? Okay. And I'm just going to get one to clarify. What's going on at the end of October for Gemini, please? Okay, so for the beginning of the month, we do have the stork energy. Okay, so a lot of new energy is getting stirred up at the start of October for you. A lot of the Stork card is the pregnancy card. So it does really talk about that pregnant stage of gestation. So, it doesn't necessarily have to mean pregnancy, although it very well could. Some of you may be finding out at the start of October that there is a pregnancy around you. But, it's really just that gestation period where we're starting to really sort of plan things out, allow things to grow within us, before they are sort of shipped off out into the world. Sometimes it does come through, in a business sense of, like business ideas, business planning, those sorts of things too. So I do feel for a lot of you though, Gemini, that this is actually in relation to, possibly a new relationship coming into your life, because in the middle of the month, we are seeing the ring energy. So I do feel as though that is a strong focus on relationships in and around your life for the middle of October. Seeing a lot of I'm not necessarily feeling that this is necessarily love relationships, but just a very strong, connections during the middle of the month, and really spending time with people that you do have strong relationships with. So there may be somebody, coming in at the start of the month, and you're sort of forming a strong friendship or a strong connection with this person. So for some of you, that's definitely talking about a new relationship coming in for you during October that is somehow important for you. But I do feel as though this is, like I said, I don't necessarily feel that this is love. I do feel that this is just strong relationships, and focusing on building those relationships that you do already have as well. So I do sort of feel as though there's this energy of making sure we're giving our time, our love, our energy to the people that we do care about. Really stirring them up a little bit. It definitely can be something, that fun, playful sort of behavior here with the stirring energy from the Stork. Stirring up relationships. So you definitely it's giving me that vibe of like like how siblings fight quite a lot, but they ultimately love each other and get along really well. It's that sort of a vibe where it's like stirring the pot just to stir them up a little bit, but to actually only because you do have a very strong connection where you can sort of stir these people up a little bit, and get them motivated to do better for themselves, by stirring them a little bit. So it's a fun sort of, I am getting a very fun sort of energy coming through with those relationships that you're focusing on during October there, especially the start and the middle of October. Because toward the end of October, we are seeing the coffin energy. Okay, so that does sort of let us know that there is something that's going to be ending at the end of October. So I did sort of get a clarifier for that one, which we have, the ship has come through to clarify that. So it's kind of talking about the end of a journey, the end of distance between. So definitely, if there are people in your life that you may be at a physical distance to, people that you have these strong relationships with, and you may be at a physical distance from them. For some reason, we are seeing the end of that. That no more distance between you. So in those sorts of family type relationships, I was discussing that fun, playful type energy where you like to stir each other up, sort of thing. We're sort of seeing that is actually ending some sort of distance between you. So a lot of the time, it doesn't necessarily talk about physical distance. It can talk about just that emotional distance we might have to separate ourselves from other people. So we are feeling that these relationships are getting stronger because, the more negative aspects of those connections are ending. You've sort of reached the end of the journey, as to, when it comes to, I feel like for a lot of you, this is all different. This is actually coming through as all different things, because I am getting that for some of you it's the end of a journey within yourself where you've been kind of, holding on to. Once again, I'm getting drawn to that clover energy there where it does say release your guilt. So for a lot of you, that's exactly what this is about. You're coming to the end of that journey where you are finally able to release that guilt that you've held on to in regard to, past situations, things that have happened, and the way that you've reacted or acted in situations, and you're finally, at the end of that journey, you have grown quite a lot from that, and you are now sort of ending all the negative sides, all the negative aspects. You're closing the door on that, and sort of releasing yourself into the future, and sort of allowing yourself to start new journeys and new adventures, because the coffin really does have this concept too of rebirth, of new beginnings, from ending things, from so those endings bringing brand new beginnings. So ending that guilt within yourself, kind of starting a brand new journey for you, with being able to deal with things in a different way. It really is feeling like there's been a lot of growth. I am just intuitively getting that, for a lot of you, this is some sort of internal sort of journey that you've been on. I'm kind of getting drawn to the idea of, shadow work and those sorts of things. So you probably have faced quite a lot of the darker sides of yourself, in the last few months, and that's sort of coming to a bit of a close, and you're able now to start afresh and kind of move on to greener pastures and new journeys, new adventures for yourself. But once again, the ship really does have a strong sense of that playfulness with it as well. So that sense of adventure. So definitely heading into calmer waters in the future with that ship energy clarifying that coffin, because it really does let us know that, those struggle journeys are now over, and the death of the struggle is now actually creating this rebirth within you, where you are sort of setting out on a brand new path and brand new future for yourself. Okay. Now, as an important message, we do have the Flowers has come out with the book. So this is really you starting to give your energy, your time, your love, your energy, to these new chapters in your life, and really giving yourself, full speed ahead kind of thing, and really giving. I'm just getting that you are giving and giving and giving a lot of yourself into new chapters within yourself, and entering into the unknown, like taking leaps of faith, and trying new things, and really trying to expand your knowledge and your experience, and really sort of jumping on in and going for it, giving your all, so to speak. The Flowers really is all about, reciprocal energy too. So the more of yourself that you're giving out into the world, the more you're going to receive back in universal gratitude and whatnot as well. The book can sometimes talk about, the unknown next chapter. So the parts of the book that haven't been read yet. So it feels like, though, with that coffin energy being clarified by the ship, you're really sort of, jumping headfirst into all these brand new adventures, and you're ready to write your next chapter, and really, getting a sense of, we've seen the growth that we've needed to. You're really sort of starting to stir up some new energy within yourself during the start of the month. You're really sort of pushing yourself to think of ways where you can, close out those old chapters, and move forward and start new adventures, and stirring up within yourself, what adventure do I want next in my life, and where do I want my story to go from here? And you're sort of, it's coming through as a very solid kind of energy, where you are then sort of giving your all into those things, but very well planned out as well, with that Stork energy at the start of the month. You are planning out these new adventures very, very well in the same thing too, and with that ring there in the middle of the month, you definitely would be, taking other people around you, the people that you care about, taking their opinions on board, asking for their advice. I've got this idea that I might want to do this next month. What do you think about this? And then, taking that all on board, and using that to really help you sort of gestate this more fully formed idea, before you then do sort of close out whatever you need to close out in your life, so that you can start those brand new adventures for yourself. So it's coming through, super positive for you, Gemini. It does feel as though it's going to be a bit of a month where you are really planning out some action, and then by the end of the month, starting to sort of take some action, just for yourself, within your own life, and really sort of heading towards the things that the adventures that you want for you in your life. And, obviously that's going to be different for everybody. Um, for some of you, that may actually be physical travel with the ship there. Some of you may really actually be we may be seeing that you're planning a holiday with someone that you have a strong relationship with. So there's definitely that possibility as well. Okay, so but we'll have a look at what's going on for you with love over October. What's going on for Gemini with love during October 2023? And I'm actually getting drawn to grab you another one of those believe in your own magic oracles as well when it comes to love. Gemini, what's going on for Gemini in love during October, please? There you go. We do have the universe card. That one does say we're all just stardust. Okay, so you can kind of see there you've got the universe in your hands, Gemini. Love is there if you want it. Stars quite a lot of the time do represent, like your wishes, your dreams, the things that you desire. So you have them all in the palm of your hands. So it's really letting you know that, if you are starting some new journeys in your own life, the love is there for the taking, and we're all just stardust. You may as well make the most of this life while you've got it, is kind of what's coming through for you there with that. Now, when it comes to love, we do have signs. Okay, that does say, watch out for signs leading you to true love. Okay, so signs and synchronicities. If you're walking through a crowded room and you hear a few different people say the same name, that a lot of the time is a bit of a sign for you there. Random things like that, synchronicities as well. But, if certain things make you think of somebody in particular, and then, you're walking down the street one day and you see every little thing that reminds you all of one person, it is usually a bit of a sign that, follow that path and see where it leads. We do also have union. Okay, the union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. Okay, so this one really does talk about unexpected union with you and somebody. Okay, so divine soul counterparts. So definitely beginning when you least expect it, though. So these signs, if you follow the signs that you're given this month, Gemini, you may actually have a very unexpected event, or meeting occurring for you this month. This is actually, I'm just getting drawn to, the prospect of, like, like I said, you're walking through a crowd and you hear somebody's name, and you may not even know anyone by that name, but then you turn around and you're at a party the next day, and you turn around and you, like, bump into someone. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, hi, we haven't met. Oh, and then they have the same name as the person who you've been hearing this name all week, and then all of a sudden you meet somebody with that name just by sudden total random occurrence. Then it's sort of definitely a sign to you, Gemini. I'm just getting that feeling for some of you that, we may be sort of bumping into somebody this month, like maybe quite literally as well. So I just feel as though there's going to be this sign that you're gonna know about this, because you'll be watching a TV show, and your favorite character's name, and then you're going to meet this person and they're going to have that same name or something like that, is what is coming through for you, Gemini. So be on the lookout for those sorts of things. I'm just keep getting the name, and then you're going to bump into that name is what I keep getting intuitively there. So keep that on your back of your mind there, Gemini, because October might be a big month for that. But then we also do have enlightenment. Okay, that does say, with enlightenment there is no separation. We recognize that we are one with the divine. All right. So, following your own journeys at this time as well. So that's going back to your what we saw with the Lenormand there, releasing all your guilt and finding your own sense of enlightenment with the new adventures that wanting to start, and you're really starting to, work them out at the start. Like we saw there with the Lenormand, working out what you want at the start of the month, planning, creating these ideas within yourself of where to go next, and then toward the end of the month starting those new chapters and reaching your full enlightenment of where you're going next, and what that next chapter is going to be for you as well. So very interesting month for you there, Gemini. So do let me know how it all goes. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. And then next weekend we will be probably, like, I think it's the Friday. It should be the Friday reading. We will have the full moon. So we will be doing the shadow work reading as well. So it does seem as though you have been on a little bit of a journey. So make sure you check that one out when I do upload the shadow work all signs on Friday as well, because I'm just already sort of just feeling that there may be some little lingering things to deal with there that we really going to head you in strong to October. So may pay for you to check out that video as well when that comes up. All right, but thank you so much for your time today, Gemini, and I'll see you all again soon.